For this design, I'm going to teach you how to screen a nail using the translucency technique. This includes, like I have over here, the flawless finish, and I'm using over here my black gel art paint. I'm going to take a little bit of the black and I'm going to mix it into my flawless finish, creating a translucent black. The more translucent you want the color, the less pigment you're going to add. The more darker, then you add more pigment. So here I am. I already have my mix. And I'm going to apply it to the nail, which is perfect. So since this is gel, what is going to happen is it's going to self-level, giving that effect of translucency. Perfect. Here we go. I'm going to cure now my nail under UV lamp for 2 minutes. But if you're using an LED lamp, then you're going to cure for 1 minute. Okay, now that it's completely dry, as you see, when it went to the lamp, some of the color moved all the way around the nail, which is perfect. And if you want a little bit more, or in certain areas you notice that it didn't cover completely, well, what you're going to do is take that mix of the dark and clear and just finish completely all the way around. We want it to look frame, okay? So I'm going to put a little bit on the top to make it more frame on the sides. And on the bottom, I want to be sure that it's framed completely. And here I am. Okay, now that I framed the whole nail, clean your brush. Don't forget that when you're using the bold striper, you want to clean by twirling the brush. You want to be sure that you have a point. So I have over here Angelina and Dorothy. And I'm going to take a ball of the Angelina and I'm going to put it right on the center, right there. Maybe a little bit bigger. I'm going to take another one and I'm going to put it a little bit higher. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it. I want to create a heart, okay? So pull it. Here we have. If you want to make the heart a little bit bigger, just move the gel. You want to make it longer, just pull it down. Once I have my heart complete, I'm going to cure. If I'm using a UV lamp, I'm going to cure 2 minutes. And if I'm using an LED, I'm going to cure for 1 minute, which is going right now to the light. Okay, now that everything is completely cured, with my bold striper and only picking up some black, look the amount that it is. It's very tiny amount. I'm going to outline the heart. See, the great thing of this brush is that it's going to give you, if you pick up small amount of the color, it's going to give you a very delicate line. If you pick up a lot, then it's going to give you a more definite lines. So here we are using very small amount and I'm outlining my heart. And as it's coming down, I'm going to keep all the way giving like a swirl. And I'm going to do the same thing on the top. I'm going to bring it from this side all the way to the top. Because now what I'm doing it is I'm going to be creating some extra designs all the way around, which will give you something like a stained glass look. So there we go. We swirl. We're going to swirl on the top too. Connecting line. This is what we're doing. Connecting lines. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Just a tiny bit. I'm going to bring over here. Just place the dot and pull nice and softly. On the other side, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to place it and then I'm going to pull very nice and softly. I'm going to take from this side of the heart and I'm going to bring another curve. Now, this is up to you. What do you want to do over here will be your imagination and your creativity. I'm going to do the same thing over here, place it and then pull. Place over here and then pull. When you pull, you want to lift a little bit to make it very nice and thin. Place, pull. So it's going to the heart. I'm going to come over here on the frame and I'm going to add a little bit darker lines. I want to be sure that it looks completely dark on the frame. Well, or as dark as you want. Just to emphasize a little bit what the gel did when it just settled on the lamp. Same thing over here. Keep moving. So I want to add some details over here, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing that I was doing. Place a ball, and then just follow the heart. Over here, I'm going to do the same thing. Just place it and come to the heart. Tiny details. I want to fix over here the swirl, so I'm going to make like a C. And make it darker on the bottom. There we go. The great thing designing with gel is that if you make a mistake and you don't like it, you can always erase it. You don't have to do the whole design over again. And this is, I like it. The way it looks like that, I like it. Want to make it a little bit darker on the top. On the corner. I want to round it. I want to make it a little bit darker on this corner also. And now, I like the way it looks, the composition. So I'm going to clean my brush and I'm going to do a final detail. Don't forget to twirl. I'm going to take a little bit of the Dorothy, that little bit like a ball. And I'm going to, actually let me just grab a little bit more. See? And I'm going to place it on one side of the heart. Bring it down and this is it. Now I'm going to put it to cure. If you're using UV, 2 minutes. And if you're using LED, it would be 1 minute. So now that it's completely cured, I already seal it with a flawless finish and also cure for 2 minutes on UV. And 1 minute on LED. And here it is, the final result.